Welcome to another ARMS Nintendo Switch news roundup. Pretty much I will be covering all of the ARMS news that have been released lately. This probably will be the last ARMS news roundup that I will do before the global Testpunch does go live this weekend. So yeah, let's just kick things off with the fact that I think we might have seen the final boss for ARMS, the Grand Prix mode in the direct last week. We saw a character, I will leave a screenshot on screen now, looks to be the final boss, looks to have multiple arms. Really can't wait to see what this character looks like, can't wait to play against this character, but I think this is the final boss for ARMS. The next thing that I need to talk about in this video is that there is some confusion about what playable characters will be available in the global Testpunch this week and next week, just because last week we had a Japanese Twitter account come out and say that there will be 7 playable characters. Unfortunately, we wouldn't be able to play with all of the new characters that were revealed in the recent Nintendo Direct, so we couldn't play as Twin Tail, Bite and Bark and Kid Cobra. But the Switch eShop listing page has said that you will be able to play with all 10 fighters in the ARMS Global Testpunch. So there is a little bit of contradiction there. We sort of don't know how many playable characters will be in the Global Testpunch. I would go with the Japanese Twitter account. They said that there would be 7 playable characters. I think that will be it, and I think they will save Twin Tail, Bite and Bark and Kid Cobra for when the game does fully launch. So don't expect Twin Tail, Bite and Bark and Kid Cobra to appear based on this eShop listing. I think they've got it wrong, but hopefully they haven't got it wrong. It'll be really cool to play as Twin Tail. Really can't wait to play as that character. And speaking of the global Testpunch, we got confirmation of the stages that will be available in the demo this week. So Spring Stadium, Ninja College and DNA Lab. So pretty much the stages for Springman, Ninjara and Helix will be available in the global Testpunch. And one last thing about the global Testpunch is that you can play with 1 or 2 players on a single Switch unit. So you could do local multiplayer, I do believe, in the global Testpunch, which is really cool. So one of the common misconceptions about ARMS is that it is a motion control required game. So you can't play this game with traditional controls. That is what a lot of people think, but that is wrong. You can play this game with just the Joy-Con on its side, and you can play it with the Switch Pro controller, or you can play this game in handheld mode as well. So we got a better look at the traditional controls. I'll leave the screenshots on screen now. I will just basically pick out some of the key points of the traditional controls. So punching is A and B. So A will be right punch, B will be left punch, X will be used for jumping, Y for dashing. Pressing A and B together at the same time will input the grab move. R will be used for the rush attack. Left joystick will be for you to move your character, but you will be able to guard by pressing it down, and the upper button on the left will be used to change target. ARMS will be the perfect game to get digital just because it will only be 2.2 gigabytes. The final game will only be that small. That is just amazing, and I am tempted to get the digital version myself, but the digital version on the eShop costs way more than what the physical version does. So in the UK the game costs £50 on the eShop, but I've got it pre-ordered for £42 I do believe. So I'm saving myself £8 by getting it physical. And the other thing that is preventing me from getting this game digitally is that I'm not sure how the account system works. I'm not sure whether if my Switch system does go down, I'm not sure whether if the game is tied to the console or whether it will be tied to my account. So that is another thing that I'm not so sure about. I think that might have got confirmed before the Switch did get launched. I do believe I heard something that if your Switch system does go down, then the games will be tied to your account, but I'm not sure how true that is. So yeah, the final size for the final game will be 2.2 gigabytes, which is just amazing how small that is. That's just fantastic how Nintendo compressed the game to be that small. And the last thing that I need to cover in this video is that when you are playing ARMS with the Joy-Cons in the thumbs up grip position, basically when you are playing online, so when you are in a match or in a lobby, pretty much Nintendo have disabled the home button so that you don't accidentally press it and quit the match. I think they should do the same with Splatoon 2. I think they should disable the home button in Splatoon 2 just because it made it way too easy for people to rage quit. And by Nintendo disabling the home button in online matches, it will prevent an easy way to rage quit. Obviously you can just power down your system, but I'm really glad that Nintendo did disable the home button, and like I said, I'd like to see them do the same with Splatoon 2. So that covers everything that I need to cover in this video. Let me know your thoughts about that character that I did show off at the start of this video. Do you think that is the final boss for Grand Prix mode? I'm really glad that Nintendo didn't fully reveal the character. I kind of want to see that for myself when I do play the game. So I think that is the final boss in the Grand Prix mode. And yeah, let me know some of the other things that I did talk about in this video as well. And yeah, I'll see you in my next video. I've got plenty of ARMS coverage on the channel. Make sure you are checking the series playlist. I will leave a link on screen. You should see a card in the top right, and that will take you to the series playlist. I've got about 20 ARMS videos for you to check out, so make sure you are checking out those videos. Really am enjoying covering this game and really can't wait to play it this weekend. And of course I will be doing my own global Testpunch coverage as well. So that is it for this video, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.